So this question is asking us to describe and explain. We're describing the change in the proportion of young people who've had private tuition, referred to in item A, and we're explaining one factor that might account for this change. So the change we're looking at here is in England and Wales over the last decade, the proportion of young people who've received private tuition rose from 18% to 25%. So looking at this and explaining it further, we need to, in this question, be getting AO1 and AO2 marks for our knowledge and understanding and some application. So we're starting off by using the item. We need to show that we've used it in the item question. So we're saying item A suggests that the proportion of young people who have had private tuition in England and Wales in the last decade has risen from 18% to 25%. Now we need to add some depth to this. So we're going to say one reason for this is the young people accessing tuition may be due to failings within the education system. Within many middle-class families, there's a high value on educational success. Throughout this decade, the education system has changed greatly with the introduction of new types of schools such as academies and free schools. So we're going to continue to talk about how this might have created a confusing environment with widening standards, which means we have a need for tutors more now than ever, just to add some depth. So we're saying, with vast changes over the decade noted taking place in the education system, we've also seen a widening gap in standards across schools. This widening gap in standards has had a potential to drive more middle-class families to seek support through accessing private tuition for their children. So we've described the change and we've explained one factor that might account for this change in enough depth to secure our 4 marks.